why your OnlyFans isn't growing, and what's actually broken. 95% of OnlyFans creators will never make more than $180 a month. Not because their content is bad, not because they're not attractive enough, not because the platform is dying, because they're running a 2020 strategy in a 2026 market, and they don't even know it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 8 things that are actually broken in most OnlyFans accounts. These aren't surface-level tips. This is the deep stuff, the structural problems no one talks about, because it's not as sexy as post more content. If you watch to the end, you're going to understand this platform better than 90% of the people currently on it. Let's get into it. Quick context, because I want you to understand what you're actually dealing with. OnlyFans has around 4.6 million creators right now, hundreds of millions of registered fans. The platform saw over $7 billion in fan payments in 2024, with creators receiving about $5.8 billion after the platform cut. That sounds incredible until you do the math. The average creator earns roughly $131 a month. That's not a salary. That's barely a utility bill. But here's the part they don't show you in the highlight reels. The top 0.1% of creators, a few thousand people out of 4.6 million, capture about 76 cents of every dollar spent on this platform. That is extreme concentration, and it doesn't happen by accident. The creators at the top aren't just hotter or luckier. They have systems. They have funnels. They treat this like a business. So let's talk about what everyone else is getting wrong. Broken thing number 1. And honestly, this one kills more accounts than anything else. Most creators post on OnlyFans, and wait, they assume that because the content is there, people will find it. Here's the brutal truth. OnlyFans has no public discovery algorithm. There is no For You page. There is no internal search that sends strangers to your profile. If you're not actively driving traffic to your page from somewhere outside of OnlyFans, you're essentially running a store in a building with no windows, no sign, and no address. And it gets worse. In 2025, OnlyFans lost a significant portion of its Google organic search traffic after algorithm updates. New fans discovering creators through search dropped dramatically. External traffic isn't optional anymore. It is the entire game. So what does a real traffic funnel look like in 2026? The platforms that convert best right now are TikTok and Instagram Reels for reach, Twitter or X for direct traffic, and Reddit for niche communities. Top skilled creators report that Instagram alone drives over 70% of their subscriptions. You treat these platforms like an engine. TikTok gets you discovered. Instagram builds the relationship. Reddit converts the niche fan. Your link in bio is the bridge. Think like an e-commerce marketer. Track which platform drives each new subscriber, then double down on what works. This is called source attribution, and most creators never do it. Number 2, and this one is uncomfortable to hear. Open 20 random OnlyFans profiles right now. You'll see the same poses, the same angles, the same bio that says exclusive content, subscribe to see more, the same prices. When everything looks the same, fans have no reason to choose you specifically. You become interchangeable, and interchangeable creators get replaced. There are roughly 82 fans for every single creator on this platform. That ratio is actually in your favor if you give those fans a reason to land on you and stay. The fix is a micro niche, not just fitness, but no-nonsense powerlifter who actually eats. Not just cosplay, but goth gamer girlfriend experience. The more specific you get, the more magnetic you become to exactly the right people. And once you're positioned that way, your pricing, your bio, your pinned posts, your social media content, your DM voice, all of it needs to tell the same story. Strong brands command $20 to $25 subscriptions and 200+ custom requests without pushback. Generic accounts fight over the $5 sub tier and wonder why no one tips. Your brand is a promise. The clearer the promise, the more a specific type of fan will pay to keep it. Number 3, inconsistency. This one is less dramatic than it sounds, but it kills accounts slowly. Here's a data point that should make you rethink everything. The average OnlyFans subscriber follows only 1 to 3 creators at a time. That's it. They're not loyal to the platform. They're loyal to you, specifically. And only if you give them a reason to stay. When you disappear for 2 weeks, they cancel. When you flood the feed with 5 low-effort posts in one day and then go quiet, they cancel. When you over-edit your content until it looks like a different person, they cancel. The fix isn't working harder. It's batch creating. Pick 1 or 2 days a week to shoot everything. Schedule posts in advance. Build what's called a launch vault. At minimum 30 feed posts and 20 pay-per-views before you even open for subscriptions. 15 posts a month minimum is what the algorithm responds to. And your fans? They need to feel like you're a consistent presence, not a stranger who shows up randomly. Think of your content schedule like a TV show. Fans don't subscribe to a show that airs randomly. They subscribe to something they can rely on. Number 4, and this one is where a lot of money gets left on the table, Copy-paste DMs, mass messages, hey babe, with fire emojis. Fans see through this immediately, and when they do, they feel like a wallet, not like a person. And wallets don't stick around. The data is clear. Subscribers who receive responsive, personalized communication are significantly more likely to renew. Even small personalization, remembering someone's name, referencing something they mentioned before, dramatically improves retention. Now, you can't manually write 500 custom messages a day, but you can use a formula. The highest converting DM structure looks something like this. Get their attention, give some context, tease the content, make an offer, then ask a question that invites a response. That last part, the question, is what separates top earners. They turn DMs into conversations. Conversations build loyalty. Loyalty builds revenue. And here's the part most creators ignore entirely. Your top 10 to 20 fans, your whales, probably account for 60 to 80% of your income. Give them daily voice notes, personalized check-ins, early access. These people are your business. Treat them like VIPs. You're not selling content. You're selling an experience of being chosen. The creators who understand this become irreplaceable. Number 5, pricing. This is one of the most misunderstood areas on the entire platform. Most struggling creators think the answer is cheaper prices. Lower the subscription to $3, get more subscribers, make it up in volume. This is almost always wrong. When you price low, you attract price-sensitive fans. These are the people who expect constant discounts, never tip, constantly push boundaries, and cancel the second you raise your price even slightly. Pricing is about perceived value, not being the lowest option. What works is a value ladder, a low-friction entry point, a discounted first month to get people in. Mid-tier pay-per-views in the $19 to $29 range that feel like a treat. High-ticket custom content at $200 and up for your most dedicated fans. Weekly bundles that feel like a deal because of smart anchoring. The goal is not the most subscribers. The goal is the highest lifetime value per subscriber. Every time you discount randomly, you train your fans that full price is a mistake. Build structure instead. Discounts with clear reasons. Bundles with clear value. Number 6, and this one has a perfect metaphor. Imagine filling a bucket with water, but there's a hole at the bottom. That's what most OnlyFans accounts look like. You gain 100 new subscribers in a month. You lose 90. You think you only grew by 10, but actually, your churn is the real problem, and you're killing yourself trying to fill the bucket instead of fixing the hole. If your monthly churn rate is above 10%, your retention needs immediate attention. Most creators don't even track this number. They obsess over new subscribers and ignore the ones quietly leaving every month. Retention is built through rituals. Sunday check-ins, Monday polls, a day 25 to 30 renewal bundle that lands right before their subscription is about to expire, a VIP list with exclusive live access, a freebie that gets sent to subscribers who've been quiet for 2 weeks. These aren't random acts of engagement. These are systems that make unsubscribing feel like a loss because something good is always coming. Retention feeds the algorithm. OnlyFans shows stronger signals to accounts where people stay. Fixing retention doesn't just save money, it compounds your growth. Number 7. This is the big one. The mindset problem underneath all the tactical problems. The creators who struggle treat OnlyFans like a social media page. Post when inspired, check numbers occasionally, figure it out as they go. The creators who win treat it like a business, and those are two completely different operating systems. Running an OnlyFans business in 2026 means you are simultaneously a content creator, a marketer, a copywriter, a customer service rep, a data analyst, and a brand strategist. That's not hyperbole. That's the actual job description. What does the business version look like practically? You track key metrics every week. Your pay-per-view unlock rate, your average order value, your churn, your lifetime value per fan, your top fan percentage. You build systems that don't require you to be present every minute. You use scheduling tools, fan CRMs, and automation for routine messages, so your energy goes to what actually moves money. The creators burning out working 12-hour days are usually working hard on the wrong things. The creators scaling past $10,000 a month are usually working fewer hours because they built a machine. Consistency beats intensity every time. A disciplined 4-hour business day will outperform a chaotic 12-hour content grind for 12 months straight. Number 8, the final broken thing, and it ties everything together. The tactics that worked in 2020 and 2021, the pandemic gold rush years, are largely dead. The market has matured. The audience is more discerning. Competition is 4 times higher. What's dead? Mass pay-per-views with no context, heavy filters that make you look like a different person, posting and praying with no promotion strategy, ignoring short-form video, treating every fan the same way. What's winning in 2026? Daily short-form content on TikTok and Instagram that gives strangers a reason to find you. TikTok lives for free reach to people who have never heard of you. Watermark teaser gifts that are genuinely hard to crop. Segmented VIP experiences that make your top fans feel like insiders. And above all, authenticity, the girlfriend experience, the real personality, the genuine interaction. Fans are tired of polished and fake. They pay for real. The biggest 2026 edge is being organized and authentic at the same time. Most creators are either one or the other. The top 1% are both. All right, let's bring it all together. 8 things that are broken in most OnlyFans accounts. 1. No external traffic funnel. The platform will not find fans for you. 2. Weak or generic branding. You look like everyone else, so you earn like everyone else. 3. Inconsistent content. Sporadic posting is a subscriber's permission to leave. 4. Generic DMs. Mass messaging trains fans that you don't actually care. 5. Broken pricing. Low prices attract low-value fans who never spend big. 6. Zero retention systems. Filling a bucket with a hole at the bottom. 7. Hobby mindset. No tracking, no systems, no plan, no scale. 8. Running dead tactics. 2020 strategies in a 2026 market. The platform is not broken. Your content is probably not the problem. Your approach is what's broken. The creators winning right now are running external funnels. They have a clear brand. They batch their content and show up consistently. They build real relationships with their top fans. They price for value. They plug the churn hole before they chase new subscribers. And they treat this like the business it actually is. Growth in 2026 is slower than the early days, but it is far more predictable and scalable for the creators who adapt. If this video helped you see something you hadn't seen before, that's the goal. I make these to give you the information that actually moves the needle, not the surface stuff. Hit subscribe if you want the next one. I'm going deep on traffic funnels for OnlyFans specifically, with a platform-by-platform breakdown of what's converting in 2026. Drop a comment below. Which of these 8 broken things hit closest to home for you? I read everyone. I'll see you in the next video.